broke fed for some head. Let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand. Girls resting met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess. She tweet, I guess she confess. She thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best to get spontaneous. I stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my purse.
Yo, hey everybody. Hello, welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your Oklahoma City Thunder post-game analysis live stream. And the Thunder, of course, took care of business tonight again against the Toronto Raptors. I thought it was going to be a closer game, to be honest with you guys. I thought that they would give us more of a fight, but we hit them in the mouth right from the beginning. Our defense was fabulous. We hit them in the mouth. They just never had a chance to recover from what we tried to do. And I don't know what I'm sorry, my nose is just going crazy today. This cold weather, going back and forth, hot to cold, just drives me insane. Really insane. Hotspot, what's up, big dog? Appreciate you, big man, coming on, getting us done. But anyway, the Thunder, I want to say that the Thunder were just magnificent tonight defensively. And I would tell you this, Hotspot, your boy, A.J. Mitchell is growing on me. I still am not with you with the fact that he should be a starter, but I like his development. I like what he's doing for the Thunder. He's getting better defensively. So I'm liking that part of what he's done. But the Thunder, once again, 129-92 over the Raptors. Our defense, like I said, was just magnificent. And here are the stats from the game so you can kind of get a good feel for what we did. 129-92. The Raptors were 11 for 47 from three. We were 17 of 47 from three. Again, second game in a row, by the way. We were 17 of 47 in our last game. So how about that? 2 games in a row, the exact same numbers. 48% for the field. They shot 35. 51 rebounds to our 56. Of course, pips, points in the paint. We outscored them 56-40, and then 19 turnovers, and we only had 6. Yes, that's right, I said 6. Of course, you know, we lead the NBA in taking care of the basketball, and we lead the NBA in taking away the basketball. Bench scoring, the Thunder outscored them 55-39. I really didn't watch, to be honest with you, when I don't really watch the fourth quarter when SGA and J-Dub and the starters don't play, even though they did have Isaiah Hartenstein and Dort playing, and that's simply because Dort is from there. So, but anyway, here are the stat lines. J-Dub, 28 minutes, 20 points, 6 for 13, 2 for 4, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 for 6 from the line. I really, really like that. 6 for 6. 7 rebounds, 2 assists, no steals tonight, and 20 points. Isaiah Hartenstein, 28 minutes, only had 2 points, 1 for 3, 0 for 1. Once again, he's 0 for 3 from 3. 3 games in a row, he's shooting threes. Like I said, I don't really care if he makes them. I like the fact that he is being aggressive and shooting them. To me, that makes all the difference in the world just right there. SGA, 30 points in 30 minutes and 30 points. This is his 10th 30-point game of the year. 10th 30-point game. Now, remember, we've only played 22 games. At 10 of them, he's at 30. 5 in a row on the road. Congratulations to the big boy. He's just doing what he does. Isaiah Joe, another big night, shooting the basketball really, really well. 6 for 10 overall, 4 for 6 from 3. 4 rebounds, 2 assists. You know, once again, when he's just catching and shooting, I love what he does. When he's trying to take the ball off the dribble and do a bunch of stuff, I don't really like that part of his game. I want him to catch and shoot and then maybe sidestep or something, go to the basket. But anyway, I thought Isaiah Joe played pretty well tonight. Lou Dort, 6 points, 28 minutes, 3 for 12. Of course, he was at home, and he's gonna shoot the basketball. No, I have zero problem with that. What did he have, 50 tickets? I think they said he had to give away. SGA had 130. 130. But I like the way the arena's set up with the hotels on the side of the buildings, the buildings on the side of them. I'm assuming those are hotels. But anyway, I like the way they set that up. That was really, really cool, the way they had it all laid out. I like the way they did it. Then, of course, Kendrick Williams, 14 minutes, 13 points. Kendrick's played good. Of course, a lot of that was in garbage time, but he did play well, I thought, when he did get some game there in meaningful minutes. Wiggins, 20 minutes, 12 points, played good. Caruso, great seeing him back. We're just a whole different squad when Caruso is back in the game. Kaysen, 23 minutes, 9 points. I thought he played pretty decent. Once again, the defensive pressure is just crazy. And our boy, Hotspot's boy, A.J. Mitchell, did well. I thought played really well for the Thunder tonight. So congratulations to the Thunder on what they did. And remember, we are leading right now by 2 games, I believe, depending on what Houston does tonight. We've leading them 2 games in the loss column right now, 2 games in the win column. So we'll see what they do tonight. They're playing the Golden State Warriors tonight, so we'll see what happens with that. So, but anyway, the Thunder here's their last 2 games in our next 10 games. Remember, we do 10 games, and we get them. Hotspot says, I love to see Kendricks play with great point guards. I bet you do. I'm assuming you're talking about AJ. Anyway, Thunder took care of business. We play Saturday. We play at the New Orleans Pelicans. We need that win as well going into our Tuesday night matchup, which is not on here. Yeah, I know AJ, baby. I already know Hotspot. But anyway, the Pelicans, we have to take care of business again Saturday. I think the Thunder are going to spend the night in Toronto, clearly, because that's where SGA and Dort's family is all in, and all his friends. And I think he grew up, 40 miles or 50 miles from there. So he'll have all that. And then, of course, Tuesday night is not on the schedule right now. Tuesday night we play the Mavericks at home again. So we have to take care of business on that. So, and our Thunder shooting percentage overall, this is for the year, up to date. This doesn't include tonight. So I'll update the next, Saturday night. I will have updated the stats as of including the games tonight. So these are the stats leading up to tonight. Do not include tonight's game. SGA 29.8, 50% from the field, 34% from 3. I think he was 1 for 9 tonight, or 1 for 10, something like that from 3. So his average is going to go in the toilet. 85%, his numbers will go up a little bit since he was 7 for 8, I believe. J-Dub's numbers will go up also. Talking about his free throw percentage, he was 7 for 7 tonight, 6 for 6 or something like that tonight. 21.8, 51% from the field, 38% from 3. Hardenstein, his numbers will continue to go down because he had that spurt where he came back, and we were, teams have now kind of said, okay, we're not going to let you score. You're not going to be part of the offense, but I think we will he'll get him back in the groove. That's kind of what I think will happen on Hardenstein. Lou Dort, 9.8, 41% from the field, 40% from 3. 82% from the line. Now, Hartenstein still hasn't hit a 3, which, like I said, he shot 1 in rhythm tonight. I want to see him continue to see him to shoot in rhythm. I like it because they're going to back off of you, iHeart. So go ahead and shoot. Like I said, I don't care if he misses, but at least get the point where they're at least respecting you enough. They're going to back off of you and go put everybody in the paint. What good is it you have you out there if you're just going to be out there setting screens? So I do like the fact that he's shooting, because eventually I believe that he will make him 0 for 2 from the free throw line. I did not like that. We've got to get that down. Wiggins, 9.7, 45% from the field, 41% from 3. And a lot of that's because he's trying to turn into more of a scorer than a shooter, which is what he was before. Isaiah Joe, 9.2, had another great night, 2 nights in a row that he shot the ball really, really well. Appreciate Isaiah Joe and what he was doing tonight. Kaysen, another strong defensive outing, but 6.8, averaging 6.8 points a game, 42% from the field, 29% from 3. Now, remember, that looks bad, but it's actually going up. So it's not as bad as it looks. Kendrick Williams, another good night for him. Sorry, Hotspot. A.J. Mitchell, 5.2, 46% from the field, 41 from 3. Like I said, I like his game and like what he's doing. Kendrick Williams, 5 points a game, 48.8% from the field, 29.2 and 100% from 3. So, once again, I do like the team and what we're doing. And remember, everybody, go to YouTube, like, subscribe, hit notifications for After the Storm. Because I had a friend of mine last night when I was talking to him. He was like, man, I was like, hey, dude, go in here and, hit your notifications. And because what he had done is he had went in, he had liked it, but he didn't hit notifications. He's like, I haven't seen your show, and either on After the Storm or the show we're doing now, the Oklahoma City Post game, or our daily show, The Unpopular Hour, which we did not do today. I went to Tulsa to the OSU game last night, watching my Cowboys handle their business against Tulsa. Great game, by the way. Coach Lutz, love our new coach. Coach Lutz. Love what he's doing right now, and we got to get him some players to go along with our team. But back to the Thunder. Our team defensively is just ridiculous. I mean, it really is. Let me see. I like Joe to play like this. I do not like him as a catch and shoot three-point shooter. Well, hotspot, that's all he is. When he tries to do more, that's when he's catching and shooting is when he's doing great. When he tries to score, that's not what he does. And every time he tries to be a scorer or the shooter, it doesn't look good. And that's what teams have done to him, to run him off of his spot and make him into a scorer from a shooter. And that has really messed him up. But when he gets in groove and he's catching and shooting, the Thunder are basically unbeatable because you got a three-point shooter. I mean, a consistent one. And remember, what you forget is last year, he was averaging 50% shooting from three last year. And then after they started running him off the spot, because turning him into what you want, you do not like him as a catch and shoot, turning him into that, what you're trying to say you like, his numbers have gone all the way down. His three-point percentage numbers. So, I mean, to me, I don't mind him sidestepping. I don't want him to sidestep, but he's trying to turn more of it into a score, which, you know, it works a little bit, but I'd rather you pull up and just do a mid-range, knock down a mid-range, trying to shoot fadeaways and catching it. Bro, stay in your lane, do what you do well, maximize that. Just like Aaron Wiggins, he tries to do a little too much, but the coach has got him trying to be more of a scorer. Let me see. Hotspot says, I think he should play inside mid-range, then work out, get him to get a feel of the game, and then attack from three. Okay, I'm good with that. Shooting the mid-range, I'm good with that. Get your rhythm and coming back and shooting, yeah. But a lot of times when I train in my academy, I teach kids, if you're not shooting the ball well, go shoot free throws. Shoot free throws. Shoot your free throws, get your rhythm, then back out. But I always believe in starting in, and when you warm up, you start in shooting close, you get your rhythm, and then you step back. So, but he has been a catch and shoot three. That's what he's been. That's what he was at Philly. And then we've turned him more into an attack guy, which it's kind of hard to do that. So, but anyway, I like what he's doing the last two games. He's playing like, the old Isaiah Joe, so I like what he's doing right there. But on that being said, I like what J-Dub is doing right now, and I think he will be an all-star. Somebody's like, well, is he going to be an all-star? Well, if we're the number one seed, how the hell can he not be? Now, if Chet was playing, Chet would have been an all-star with SGA. But how the hell J-Dub's not going to be an all-star? I mean, I don't know how you have the number one team in the league, the number one team in the West, and you have one all-star on the team? No, you got to have at least two. And I think if Chet was here, we would have for sure two because SGA would be in and Chet would be in. So, I do like that part of it. Let me see. My boy is texting me, and I'm like, dude, I'm just going to say, live on air, tune in on your phone. Anyway, so he missed the game tonight, but that's my friend I was telling you about the other night. I was like, bro, just do your notifications. That's all you got to do. And we've done notification right now, so go ahead and do that. But anyway, go back to what I'm saying. I do believe J-Dub should be an all-star. Now, do I think he's one of the top 12 players in the West? Hell no, I don't. But, for him to be an all-star player, is he one of the best players on one of the best teams? Sure. Now, is voting, is he going to get voting? No, SGA is going to get voting. So he's going to have to make it simply because he deserves to be there. Now, if Dagnall is the coach, which it looks like he probably will be, then yeah, J-Dub for sure is going to be in there because that's his boy. He's going to make sure that he's on and he gets that all-star break. And he deserves it this year, 100%. And even when Chet comes back, and we've got that 1-2-3 punch again like we had in the early 2010s with KD, Russ, and Harden, and then KD, Russ, and Ibaka, I'm okay with that. Okay, so, but we know for sure that two of them for sure are going to be in. And if we're winning again and we're dominating, then I think that it should be Chet, J-Dub, and SGA. All three. We deserve three if we're doing what we should be doing. That's kind of how I look at it. And that's kind of how I think most people look at it because J-Dub deserves to do that. He's playing really, really well as the number two, even though I don't like the fact that he plays as many minutes as SGA. Like tonight, he pulled him out. He set him for 2 minutes. You sit SGA for 7 minutes, and you don't sit J-Dub more than 2. It's just dag out. You're hilarious. You really are. It just amazes me. But let's keep being a minutes manager guy. Let's not understand flow of the game. Let's not understand lineups. But let's get those minutes in. Let's get everybody even. Let's get SGA close to minutes of J-Dub, the same minutes as SGA. Let's do that, if not more, which is idiotic. And I have this little thing in here. The Thunder, let's go over the game. The Thunder started out with SGA, J-Dub, Isaiah Joe, Ihart, and Dort. The Raptors were the second best offensive rebounding team in the NBA. And we pretty much shut that down tonight. Let me see, what was it? How many offensive rebounds did they have? Let me look over here. They had Toronto had 12 offensive rebounds, which is a lot. 12 offensive rebounds is a lot. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of rebounds. But at the same time, a lot of that was in garbage minutes because when you had your starters out there in your top 9, it wasn't like that at all. So, we hit them in the mouth. But anyway, it was 19-11 at 5 minutes and 20 seconds when he did his normal routine out. You had SGA, Kaysen, Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, and Lou Dort. And then you brought K-Rich in for Isaiah Joe. And it was 22-13 at that point. And then the Thunder, of course, went a 9-4 run to close out to go up 34-17. And then the second quarter is where we just did what we needed to do. You start out with J-Dub, A.J. Mitchell, Kaysen, Caruso, and Ihart. Love the fact, by the way, Caruso, love him back. We're just not the same team without him. So we just came out, hit them in the mouth again in the second quarter. Our second unit is way better than anybody's second unit, I think, except Boston's. And, SGA, then it was 52-29. You had SGA, Kaysen, AJ, Caruso, and Dort. That was at the 5:38. Okay, at 3 minutes and 20 seconds, which is 2 minutes, J-Dub was out for 2 minutes in the second quarter, 2 minutes. It's 57-34 when he came out. And we ended up being 67-42. And I'm going to tell you, Isaiah Joe hitting those threes. And it just, what I'm saying, the Thunder doing what they did of turnovers, it was just magnificent. Loved what I saw overall by them. Once again, I hate his substitution pattern. I just do. I don't get him. If you have needs, I want to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for surveying or engineering or planning, hit our guys up over there. They love to be behind the scenes. If you're building a new facility or anything like that, they can take care of a new complex. They can take care of you, as well as if you have a water treatment plant. Hit those guys up. Who the hell doesn't like clean drinking water? I know I do in your city or your county. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers or software to help your office run smoother, as well as website design, those guys do it all. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit my guy Jose Fierro up. He can hook you right on up. Hook my guy up. He'll take care of you. Then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Hit those guys up. They'd love to take care of you. And, of course, you can do that, or you can go into one of their 5 locations. The main bank at 401 Elm Street on Yukon, Oklahoma, downtown Yukon, 66 steps actually from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 at 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40. Can't miss it, right there in front of the hospital. And then YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, Elm Grove Clothing. Hit my guy up, Jonathan Bickey Triplet. Why spend $5,000 for a suit when you can spend $800 to $1,000? Same materials. You get to pick what you want. Layers out. He'll come out to your office or your house and Size you up, get all your deals, and you can have it within 2 to 3 weeks. Love what this guy does. 405-332-8787. Hit my boy up, Jonathan Beakey Triplet. Then, of course, my basketball camp, the end of the month, December 30th, 31st. We only take 20 kids. We'll go up to 25 if we go overboard. 20 kids is the number that we tend to try to gravitate towards, because with 20 kids, that I can really give those kids something that they need, some training, and it's all about training and getting these kids better. That's what our academy is. And by the way, we will be starting our 15th year of the academy. 15 years. 15 years. Amazing. Appreciate all those people who have gone out and supported me. Grades 1st through 8th. It's Monday and Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can Venmo, or you just go to the QR code right there on the thing. Use the QR code to sign your kids up, so I can get your T-shirt sizes and all that for the parents. Sign those guys right on up, and we can take care of you. So go ahead and do that, and we'll get you all squared away. Okay, cool? Thank you very much for that. Back to the Thunder. I love our team, and I'm sure you guys do. Now, Tuesday night is going to be a huge thing, but we have to take care. We can't look at the Tuesday. Okay, we have to take care of business tomorrow, because remember we play Dallas tomorrow. The Pelicans on Saturday. So we need to take care of business first. Then we need to come back and we need to take care of our business against against the Mavericks, because that's the first round of the Emirates Cup, the midseason tournament. And we are the number 1 seed in our division in the West. Of course, we're the number 1 seed overall, but we're the number 1 seed in our division, and we go against the Mavericks, who are the 4th seed. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. I don't know why my computer is lagging behind here a little bit. It's like I'm freezing up over here. I don't know what the hell the deal is. I'm sorry about it. I'm freezing up for some reason. That was dumb. I don't know what the hell was going on over there. But anyway, I want to appreciate everything. Appreciate you guys. I want to appreciate our team. I like what we're doing. And now, like I said, when we get Caruso back, I forget who was it on the show the other night, one of our commenters that commented about having Caruso back and what Caruso means. Not having Caruso on the floor, I'm sorry. It just changes what we do. Because when you have him and Kaysen and Dort on the floor together with SGA, and then now with Hartenstein, well, actually he plays iHeart with J-Dub. But, when you go small lineup, and now we get Chet back, it's going to be a huge lineup. But like I said, the lineup I want to see is SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, iHeart, Chet going against their second five. That lineup right there is the lineup I want to see. Now, I don't know if Dagnar will do that, because he'll probably help J-Dub over there, but I want to see that lineup. And then you bring J-Dub in, okay? You bring J-Dub in, you bring Dort back, and then you have your starting five, which would be iHeart, Chet, SGA, J-Dub, and Dort. You have that group in there. But I just cannot wait to see SGA, Caruso, Kaysen, Wiggins, if that's the case, or iHeart and Chet. Can't wait to see that group, because I think that's going to be fantastic. Look at as far as what we do defensively. Remember, we lead the NBA in steals. Okay? We lead the NBA in turnovers, forcing turnovers. And then we're number 1 to take care of the basketball. Okay? Here are the numbers here so you can follow what I'm saying. You can see right here. Steals, we are number 1 in stealing the ball. Okay? We're number 2 in blocks, which is great because Chet's gone. We were number 1 with Chet. We were averaging, I think, 11 with Chet. Okay, so we're still number 2 right now. Turnovers, we're number 1. That means we're taking care of the basketball. So we're number 1, and then we're number 1 in taking the basketball away in turnovers. So we're only averaging 11 turnovers a game. We only had 6 tonight. And we're averaging 19.6, which I think we were right on that number. I think we had 19 tonight, if I can remember correctly. I think we had 19 turnovers tonight. So we're right there on point on that. Second quarter, we're 7th, averaging 29 points a game, giving up 26.8, which gives us 8th. What's up, Fernie? What's up, Big Jose? Thunder up, baby. Yes, no doubt. So anyway, when you look at our numbers, by the way, you just missed, I gave you your shout out, by the way, for your company. But second quarter, we're 26.8, so we're 8th right there. Then fourth quarter, we're only averaging 21 points a game. Excuse me, we're averaging 26, we're 21st. But we're only giving up 24, which is why our record is what it is. And this is why. Turnovers, we take care of the basketball. We create turnovers. We are number two in the fourth quarter of giving up points. Okay, that's a 2-point margin right there. And here's the big thing. Field goal percentage. Look at these numbers. We're second. We're only giving up 103 points a game. We gave up, 92 tonight? Giving up 20. We're second. Hey, Rashawn, how you doing, big dog? Field goal percentage, we're number one. Opponents only averaging 38.8 points percentage-wise shooting. We're first in three-point percentage. Free throw percentage, our teams are only shooting 75% against us, and we're shooting 76. Now remember how low it was, guys? It was really low, and then our free throw percentage has gone up as far as us scoring. Assists were seventh, and giving up assists were seventh. Points in the paint, pips. That's my favorite stat. We're 10th now, and we'll get better once Chet gets back. That'll turn in better. But we're fourth in only giving up 43 points a game in points in the paint and pips. Because remember what we had talked about, for those of you who have been following it from the beginning, we said the Thunder to get better, they had to, number one, get better on the perimeter. Number two, outside shooting. Number three, protection in the paint. Last year, or 2 years ago, we did what we needed to do with that. We got the number one shooting coach in the NBA, and then we drafted Kaysen, and we got better. Okay? We were, I think, number one or two in the three-point shooting last year in the NBA. So we did what we needed to do there. So we did that. Perimeter defense, we did that. We were second and third, first, second, and third, all year long in what we gave up as far as points and steals and three-point shooting and all that. So perimeter defense, fantastic. Shooting, fantastic. Inside presence, we were 30th. 30th. It's only 30 teams. And then we get Hartenstein, and everybody believed that this would be what it's going to look like for us. And Hartenstein has made a huge difference. And you can just see him, like, he doesn't get offensive rebounds, but he gets his hands on balls and slaps them out. We end up with the basketball. Now, he doesn't get credit for it, but I give him credit for it because if it wasn't for him slapping the ball out, then we would have never got the ball in the first place. So I give him credit for that, okay? And so anyway, I appreciate his ad, and I know what Sam Presti did. And, we talked about what we wanted was iHeart. If we couldn't get him, then we wanted what's the guy's name from UConn? Klingon. That's what we wanted. So, but anyway, we made the right decision because at the trade deadline last year, and I believe that had Sam Presti realized or believed we were going to be the number one seed, because remember last year we talked about all the time how we believe we won in spite of the coach, not because we thought the Thunder were seeming to, I'm sorry, my nose is going crazy. We were thinking that what the Thunder were trying to do was the Thunder were trying to prepare for the future. They did not think that we were going to be where we were. But yet, SGA leading the league in close and big game shots, 61% led the NBA. Jokic was second at 53, and I think LeBron was third at 35. So what we did is we did the same formula we did the year before. We D'd you up defensively. We scored. We gave the ball to SGA in closing. And that recipe said you're going to win games. Give the ball, stop people on the perimeter, make them take tough shots, hold them to one, come back down the field, come down the court, get the ball to SGA and let him do what he does. That's how you win. That's the recipe. You D them up, you turn them over. Because what does turnovers do? Turnovers equal easy baskets, which equal what? Flow of the game. Once you get the flow of the game going, then your shots start knocking down from three. The passes are sharp. Everything just starts going. But once you start running and you start getting into the flow, that's what defense and turnovers gives you. Okay, and that helped us to where we did. And then at the end of the games, put the ball in the best closer in the NBA. SGA 61%. Don't put it in J-Dub's hands. Because we know we do have the SGA cooler, and that is Coach Dagnall. He's the SGA cooler. That's what we call him. That's his nickname because he's the only guy that can cool SGA off. Nobody can stop him but our coach. Other than that, nobody can stop him. So you put the ball in his hands and you let him make decisions because either he's going to score or he's going to force the defense and he's going to kick it out to the person who's wide open for a wide open three. Happens over and over and over. That's how the Thunder won. Okay? Plain and simple. It's not rocket science. But this guy, yeah, no. He's not the dude. He's just not. But like I said before, they didn't do what the Golden State Warriors did. Fired Mark Jackson. Back-to-back 50-win seasons. Fired him. Steve Kerr. Boom. Team took off. Why? You needed that guy to take you to the next level because you were ready. F all that young stuff. Yeah, we young, but people forget, all you all who weren't watching us 3 years ago, I was watching 3 years ago. The commander, Randy Wright, was watching 3 years ago. Mark Long was watching 3 years ago. We were the only ones damn near at the game. Supporting the team when nobody else was there, we were there. Suites were pretty much closed. We were there supporting it. And you could see, and we were all excited because we're like, oh, man, this team. We won 17 games or 20 games, whatever it was. So the next year we were projected to win 23. I said, hell, Dad, we're going to win 40. Everybody said I was crazy. Everybody said I was crazy. And what did we win? 40. I'm the only person that predicted that. All these people that have all these followers and all this nonsense, don't know what the hell they're talking about. None of them predicted that. I predicted 40 wins. Why? Because I'm watching the game. I look at the game differently. Rashawn, Dylan Jones is no longer on the roster. Yeah, Dylan is. What do you mean? Of course he is. As far as I know, he is. I don't know. I don't know why he wouldn't be. Let me see. I'm pretty sure he is still on the roster, bro. Let me see. Let me pull up the roster right here. I know he did not play tonight. Let me see. I'll have to. I'm gonna look that up for you right now and see what that is because if he's not on the roster, Oklahoma City is really particular about off the court stuff. I can tell you that. I can promise you that. Let me see. Let me see. Dylan Jones news. Let me see if I can find out what you're talking about. It doesn't say. They sent him to the G League. I know that. There hasn't been, unless you can find something, Rashawn, that says something. I don't show anything showing why he's not on the team. I know he wasn't there tonight, but you might look up something. Let me see. Yeah, he sent to the G League. Yeah, I know that. I mean, that's where we've been talking about. He should go as the G League. You know. But I mean, he just like we said. He wasn't ready. He's just not. He's just not ready. Okay? He's just not. Get him some time in the G League. Let him start developing. The only person that should be getting playing time off the bench is AJ. Because like we said, it's SGA, Chet, J-Dub, Dort, Caruso, Kaysen, Wiggins, Ihart, and then after that, Isaiah Joe. That's your 9. And then after that, you got J. Will, you've got Kendrick Williams, K. Rich. You have guys after that you can go 11 deep. But once the playoffs start, no. SGA, Chet, J-Dub, Ihart, Dort, Caruso, Kaysen, Joe, Wiggins. And then J. Will when you need it, okay? Let me see. Hotspot says Dylan Jones is too big, backed. Lose weight, and we'll see from there. Oh, Hotspot, you're wrong. He is packing, bro. He is packing, but or bro, I'm sorry, he is packing. If you're a female, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're a woman or male, Hotspot. But anyway, I agree. He is, but that's where he was all summer. So maybe that's just his body style. You know, I mean, he just may be thick like that. So I don't know, but I like the kid. He played really well in summer league, but he just came out. He's just not ready. He's just not. Just like Jang was not ready, and Jang's still not ready. 3 years later, Jang ain't ready. Just like Baisley wasn't ready. You know, to me, the one thing about good teams, they recognize if somebody's going to fit them or not, get rid of them. Yeah, this ain't. Don't try to build them up. If they ain't ready, they can't play. They can't play. Move on. Golden State Warriors are great about that. Celtics are great about that. Oklahoma City, we can develop them. F that. Okay? Okay, I'm a guy, but he's too big. Okay, yeah, he is. He's a little big, but, like I said, to me, the best teams in the league do what? They cut, say, boom, let's go. Cut this tie. Let's go move on. And Thunder don't, we got a developmental coach. I can develop this guy. F that. Either you can play or you can't. Either you're ready or not. Because it's so funny is, it seems like to me, all we do is develop players to go somewhere else and play. How many guys we got out there in the league that are out there playing? They could not get off the bench and weren't good enough to be on our team. They go somewhere else. You've got Cleveland. You've got the Wizards. You got all these teams that got players who coming out the Hornets. Guys are balling. Couldn't play on our team. But they get there and, you build them up and send them off. So maybe that's the tactic. We build them up, send them off, and get picks. Maybe that's what it is. So, but anyway, that being said, I'm with you. I think I like Dylan Jones, but I said that after the first and second game, this guy ain't ready. Because I'm the guy that I want to win. I'm ready to win. I don't watch bad basketball. I don't watch bad football. I don't watch bad. If anything, people can't play, I don't want to waste my time. I got too many other things I can go do to watch anything that's not bad. That's bad. I don't care about bad basketball. I don't care about bad football. I don't care about bad baseball. I don't care what sport, hockey, whatever it is. If it ain't their kids, if people can't play, I don't want to watch it. My time is valuable to me. Let me see, Rashawn. If we were still on the NBA, let me see. What did it say? Rashawn, you were gone. I don't know what you were saying something and you were gone. Hotspot says, Jane, let me see. If DJ was still on the NBA roster, Mark would play him against the Mavs. Yes, I believe he would too. Jane, just ain't that dude. I agree. I'm sorry he's had plenty of time. The really good players show you from their rookie year in the summer league and it's the eye test. They pop off the screen. I agree. And we gave up three first-round picks. Remember that. So they were going to make it happen for this guy. We love European players. It's like Topic. I like him. If he's 90% of what he was prior to him tearing his ACL, we got a hell of a player. But like we talked about the other night, when Topic comes back, what you going to do? And I think he's going to be a great complement to be that second guy. So that leaves either A.J. Mitchell, that leaves Caruso, that leaves Dort, Caruso and Dort, you got to keep one of them or both of them. One of them, I think you're going to keep one of them. That's just me. But if Caruso keeps getting hurt like he is, then you need to have Dort. But anyway, he's going to take one of those spots. Kaysen, I think, is still going to play. He might take Wiggins' spot, but it depends on if he can play defense. If he can't play defense, then you're going to have to keep Wiggins. You got to keep Dort. You got to keep Caruso. You got to keep Kaysen because you got to have those defensive guys out there. Now, he may be the answer for Josh Giddey, a better Josh. He could be. I don't know. But let me see. I've never seen Topic, but AJ is a starter in this league. Don't let him be a terror on another team. No, I think AJ Mitchell is a good player. Topic was going to be a top 3 pick. So he's better than AJ Mitchell. He just is what he was. Now the question is, what does he come back afterwards? If he's 90% of what he was, then he's going to take AJ. You don't need SGA, J-Dub, AJ Mitchell, and him. That's too many. You need 3. That's all I'm saying. Is Chet? No, Chet won't be back. Chet won't be back until after the All-Star break or right before the All-Star break. And we talked about that. I'd rather Chet come back after the All-Star break for those last 27, 28 games. I mean, why you bring him back before, then take the time off. Now, if you want to bring him back, because we do play the T-Wolves, I believe, right before the All-Star break. So if we do that, then yes. Bring him back for a little bit, which will be fine. Bring him back for just a little bit, and then that way he can take that All-Star break off and rest, and we can rehab him after coming back for whatever soreness or whatever, because he's going to have some. He's going to have a little bit. So that's the question. Do you bring him back right before, play a couple of games? You take those 5 or 6 days off. He rehabs and make sure that, okay, this is what's wrong. We can fix it. And then you go into that stretch. But I prefer that you just bring him back, and then those last 27, 28 games, it's going to take him 10 games, 10 to 15 games before he gets back into the flow of our team, before he gets back into basketball shape. Once that happens, then you've got 10, 12 games left before the playoffs, and then you're rolling as a unit. I mean, because think about it. That SGA, J-Dub, Dort, iHeart, Chet group started, that's nasty. Then when J-Dub goes to the bench, you've got SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, and Wiggins with iHeart. Then you bring iHeart off and you bring Chet in. And you close that out, and then 2 minutes later you bring J-Dub in for the last minute, or unless we're rolling, then you keep him on the bench and then just start him in the fourth quarter, the second quarter. So that group that you're going to have is nasty. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that group, and I cannot wait for the team that we have, because it's just strong. But like I said, we'll see. But I believe that you hold Chet out until after the All-Star break. That's just me. You hold him out until after the All-Star break. Because, I mean, like I said, the only reason why I'd bring him back is for him to play a couple of games just to catch, because he's going to be, a week is not going to matter. It may, but I think if you're ready to play right before the All-Star break, what are the odds of holding him out? Like I said, the only way I would hold him out, or I would play him, is to get him a couple games before the All-Star break, and then rehab and go, okay, how are you sore? Where are you sore at? And then let's fix that, so that when you come back for that last stretch, then we know, okay, this is where he gets sore at, this is what he does, and we can fix that once the season gets going, once he's back full time. So that's the only advantage I can think of, is bringing him back right before the All-Star break, if he's available. But I'm assuming he's going to be available afterwards. That's just me. But, I see both sides. I'm good with it. To me, I'd rather wait until after the All-Star break, given those extra days, just to make sure that, he's 110%, not 100%, but 110% ready to come back. That's kind of what I would do, but we'll see what the Thunder does. The doctors, I'm not a doctor, and they'll know what to do and what not to do. But when we come back for that stretch, okay, those last games, okay, because let me see. I'm going to pull it up here for you guys real quick, and we're going to go over the Thunder's those last games after the All-Star break, okay? So after the All-Star break, which will be in February. Okay. After the All-Star break, the first game is the Jazz on the road, and then we have the Mavericks. Oh, hold on. We have Minnesota. So we have the Jazz, then we have the Timberwolves, and we have the Timberwolves on back-to-backs. Okay? So in that case, if we could bring Chet back before, let's not bring him back, because we played Minnesota right before the All-Star break. So I'd rather not give them any plans on how to guard Chet. So let's not bring him back for that game. Let's wait and bring him back afterwards, and then we play them back-to-back nights. So that way they'll only get 2 looks at him, and they won't have a chance to really have a whole week to prepare for what we do when Chet is in the game versus what we do without Chet. Okay, so yeah, don't bring him back if we're going to play them right before, because we play them 3 out of 4 games. The hell kind of schedule is that? That makes no T-Wolves. The T-Wolves are bad this season. They're playing better. They're playing better. They're starting to figure it out. Don't think that they're not. They're playing better. And it was like I said, and I've said this before. What the T-Wolves did by adding Randall, they completely changed their core of their team and brought him into the core. The Mavericks did the same thing, changing the core. The Knicks did the same thing. The Thunder, we didn't do that, because all we did was bring in iHeart and Caruso. We already had a core. Our core was rolling. All we did was add in pieces on the peripheral for our team. And that's what the T-Wolves. But I promise you, the T-Wolves are going to be a handful with us, because that beast, Ant-Man, is crazy. Anyway, so we played them back-to-back. So those are our 3 games. Then we have the Nets away. Then we have the Hawks away. So we should be, of those first 5 games, we should be 4-1, 3-2 at worst. Okay, I'm thinking 4-1, hopefully 5-0. Then we have the Spurs, the Rockets on back-to-back nights, Then we go to who is this? Then we go to Memphis, and then we go to we have the Trailblazers at home. So those first 9 games, getting Chet back. If we're 6-3, 7-2, 8-1, dude, we're rolling. But we may be. It depends on how that's going to work. Okay, so then we have the Nuggets back to back on home nights, which is going to be great. Then we have at the Celtics, and then we have the Pistons, the Bucks, the Sixers, the Hornets. So when you look at that like we have a strong run at front because of who we got to play when Chet gets back. Those first 15 games, if we can do 10-5, 11-4, 12-3, but I'm thinking 10-5, 11-4 once Chet is kind of getting there. So by that back end of the schedule, when we close out the season, which we close out the season with, this is going to be important, I believe, on who we close out the season with. Okay, guys, let me get this. We close out the season with the Pistons at home, the Rockets on the road, the Lakers at home twice, the Suns, the Jazz, and the Pelicans. So in April, our last 6 games, we should be 5-1, 6-0, 4-2 at worst. And we'll be rolling by then. So by that time, we'll be right into the season, we'll be right into the playoffs, and we'll be rolling. So, when you look at what we were going to do, because let's go back and look at what Chet was doing pre-injury. Okay, he was rolling before that. This is Chet's numbers pre-injury: 16, and of course, remember that his stats went down because he got hurt. Remember, but it did count because he only played 5 minutes. 16, 50, 37, and 77. Of course, Caruso's back. I need to put him back up in there into the deal because he's playing. But anyway, when you look at that, that's what Chet was doing. So when you add that into the mix up here, and that doesn't count his blocks. That doesn't count what he was giving us. That didn't count any of that. That's just offensively, okay? I guess I need to figure out how to put our defensive numbers in here, blocks and steals, but I don't think I have enough. I think the print would be so small if I did that. I might look into doing that, just to put all those numbers together for everybody. But I do like what we're doing. I do like where we're at. I do like when we bring that team back. I'm just going to say, the defensive pressure, like I said, the group that I was talking about with SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Ihart, I'm telling you. Dude, and then you bring Chet in, you take Ihart out, and you bring Ihart back with J-Dub to start the second quarter. The Thunder are going to be nasty. And defensively, and like I said before, what did we do last year, 3 years ago? If you guys were paying attention, a lot of you all didn't, because you didn't know anybody and people weren't really watching. We shut you down defensively, and we put the ball in SJ's hands. That's the recipe for us to win. For us to win now, we play great defense. Remember, we're number 1 in the league in taking care of the basketball. We're number one in the league in taking away the basketball. And we're number 2 in blocks. And when Chet comes back, we'll be 1. Because remember, we've dropped 4 blocks per game without Chet. We were averaging 11 blocks a game before Chet got hurt. Okay, so when you look at what the Thunder were doing and what we were pre-Chet composed to post-Chet, when he gets back, we're going to be strong. So I'm excited about what direction this team is going with our young talent. And I don't hear that shit about us being young. I ain't trying to listen to none of that. I'm not at all. So, but anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of The Unpopular Hour. Remember, Saturday night, we play the Pelicans, and I don't know if I'm going to do a show Saturday night because we're going to this new restaurant. Met the chef at the Thunder game the other night. He's the owner of the. If you guys in Oklahoma City, if y'all been to Eddie's, he owns Eddie's, and he's the chef at this other place. And after I do it, I'll let you know about it and what's it's like once my friend and I, we go there for dinner. Jennifer and I, when we go there for dinner. And I talk to you guys, I'll let you know. So Saturday night, we're going there for dinner. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the show or not. And plus, it shouldn't be. We should blow them out, I would think. Okay? But that being said, hey, I appreciate all you guys' support. I appreciate you being on. I appreciate you coming in and giving your comments and your questions and helping me out with certain stats like Rashawn did the other night. He helped me out with some stuff, and I appreciate Hotspot. Glad to see you back. Matthew, way to come in. Glad to see you too. And so I appreciate you guys coming on and supporting the channel. That being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic night. Stay warm.